Heidi ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today I'm going to show you how to pour a little concrete pad. Bring the camera right on down here. Folks, we decided we've had to do some landscaping around this garage here, and we had to bust up the previous pad that was there. So we're going to pour a new one here today. So this little video is just going to take you kind of from start to finish on pouring a little bit of a small pad at home yourself, just with some concrete mix that you would purchase at your local home improvement store. Okay, let's see, camera back down here one more time. Now I've already got it formed up. Okay, so you will need some simple tools, you know, a saw, maybe some hammer and nails and so forth, to build yourself a little form around here. Okay, now I'll show you some other tools here. Let's step right over here and I'll show you everything you're going to need. Okay, here's some of the things that you may need. Okay, one thing simply is a piece of 2x4, at least the length of your form, and we're going to use this as like a screeding tool to screed the concrete once we get it actually laid into place where we can get it somewhat level. Okay, some other tools for finishing concrete will be a trowel. And this little edging tool, as you can see, it's got this nice little rounded nose on it, so you can put that little rounded nose all the way around the pad. Okay, so that's two tools that we'll be using. Here is some cooking oil. It's not Powerade like it says on the label. This is some used cooking oil that we used when we fried up some squash here a while back. And we're just going to take a paper towel and we're going to douse this on oil on this rag, and we're going to wipe it along the inside of that form. Okay, and that's going to help make that form where it will release better from the concrete once the concrete's nice and dry. Okay, so we'll use that for that. A couple other tools you may need: a square, a framing square for squaring up your form, and a level to make sure you got just a little bit of drop on your pad as well, just so it will drain water, shed water properly. So that's just some of the tools that we picked out here today. Of course, a hammer for driving your stakes down the ground. So that, and along with our concrete mix here, which is just some 60-pound bags of pre-mixed concrete that we picked up at the home improvement store. So let's get started and we'll show you how easy this is to do, I hope. Hey folks, a couple more things I want to mention here right quick. This right here is actually called a tamping tool. You can actually tamp dirt down with it, okay? Make sure things are nice and packed. So that's actually what I did inside this form. As I dug and leveled out everything, I wanted to make sure my concrete is about 3 inches thick here. I think that's all I'm going to need. And I used this tamping tool, you know, just to kind of tamp things down and make things level like I wanted it. And also, here's just a piece of weld wire fencing that I just decided, I had some here and decided that I would go ahead and put this inside the concrete mix to help give it a little bit of strength. I'm not going to necessarily go buy rebar or anything like that to put in this pad. It's not going to be a whole lot of weight on it, just people walking in and out. But I had the wire here, so I decided I'd use it. Okay, now for the fun part. We got a wheelbarrow here and we got a hoe, just a regular old hoe. They do actually make a hoe especially for concrete mixing that actually has some holes in here. It actually helps the concrete, something to run through it. They work a little easier than these, but this here will work just fine for you. So we're going to go ahead and open up these bags and dump this mixture in here. And we'll probably put a couple bags at a time in here. We'll go ahead and all you gotta do is take your hoe and go ahead and open up the bag. Just like that, guys. Okay, folks, we got 2 bags in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 in here, and then we'll start adding some water. Okay, with 3 bags of concrete in this wheelbarrow, what I'm doing is I'm just raking as much of it as I can this way toward one end. I'd rather put it toward this end here. And what I'm going to do is start adding water down here on this end and start mixing up some. So let's just go ahead and we'll just put about, let's see here, about that much water right there. I'll be fine to get started with. Okay, and we're just going to start raking and mixing. Okay, on this end. I found this to be the easiest way. So what we'll do, we won't worry about trying to mix up everything in here and have it ready to put in there. I will actually just start mixing, and when I get a consistency here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get there, that I think we can go ahead and shovel in there. We'll just shovel in as we go, and then we'll just keep on mixing up some as we go, okay? So let's just keep, I'm gonna keep working with this for a few minutes, and we'll show you what it looks like here soon. All right, folks, that right there, it's hard to explain the consistency of that, but that right there is about the consistency that I want it, where I'm gonna start shoveling out of here and put it over here in the form, okay? We don't want it real runny, and we don't want it super thick either, you know, because we want it to flow out a little bit, and we want to have a little bit of time to work with it. I'll move this up here for a second. I'm just going to go ahead and start scooping some with this shovel. And here's another tool that I forgot to mention that you will be needing, and it will be a shovel, okay? So we're just going to scoop out some here that we have at what we think is the right consistency, and then we'll keep on mixing until we get a good bit of this filled up. So stay tuned, friends. Okay, so now we're back at adding some more water into this little area of the wheelbarrow, and we'll start mixing up some again till we get to that consistency, and just keep this process going till we get the form filled up. Okay guys, I'm actually installing a little bit more here that I've got next up. And I just want to talk to you about a couple things. As you'll notice, I got this PVC pipe here. This is actually just a drainage pipe. I don't think there'll ever be water in it, but it's part of my French drain at the end of it. So I'm covering it. I'm making sure I get my concrete on the other side of that as well. Hey guys, one more thing I want to talk about here is this wire, okay? Notice that the wire is not right on the ground. I got it sitting up on some rocks here, okay? So there's a rock there, there's a rock there, and there's a couple other ones on that side as well. Because you want that wire, you don't want it to be on the bottom of the concrete pad. You want it to be somewhere within the pad of concrete, okay? That's what's going to help add a little bit of strength to it. Just wanted to mention that to you right quick. Okay folks, hey, what I'm doing right here, since I'm starting to get about over halfway full here, I pushed some of it back here toward my building, and I'm going to go ahead and get the proper amount. I'm going to go ahead and screed it out a few inches. I'm going to go ahead and get this level up here where it needs to be. And just try to get this nice and up against the building like it should be. Make sure we got enough there, and then we'll start working it out a little bit. That right there is looking pretty good. That's about all I wanted to do right at this time. We'll come back here when we get it filled in, and we'll gradually do this motion here where we straighten it back and forth, and we will work it this way. Okay, back to mixing and filling it in. Hey folks, in all the excitement, I forgot one crucial step that may make it easier getting this form off later. So I'm taking my oil, soaking my paper towel here, And I think I can get the majority of it. I'm gonna come in here, I push some of the concrete back away from the form. And I'm just gonna reach down in here and put a nice coat of this oil on the inside of the form. And hopefully that will help in the release of this form in a couple days. And while I'm talking to you about that, don't be in a hurry, guys, to release the form, okay? Give it a couple days. Let the concrete get good and hard, okay? Because you can, as you pull it apart, sometimes just the edge of it will kind of break off or crack off when it's still kind of in that stage of curing. So go ahead and give it 3 days, 4 days. I mean, a week if you want to, you know, before you ever even try to take the form off of here. So, and adding a little bit of this oil, or you can use like Dawn dishwashing detergent, anything of that nature. Anything that's going to put a little bit of a slick surface on there will help in releasing. So let's get back at it. Okay guys, hey, we're getting pretty close to the end here. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of level things out with this shovel before I start screeding, just to see if I need any more. Okay folks, hey, it looks like we got about enough material in our form now. And what I'm doing is just kind of moving things around a little bit with the shovel, okay? And another thing you can do, which is just a flat shovel, I'll show you here in just a second, before we start screeding. You can kind of just take it or just tap. And what you're doing there is actually you're kind of tapping some of the rocks down a little bit, okay? Where you have that good creamy butter at the top to actually do your finishing work with, okay? Hopefully just keep going over kind of like this right here, and it'll kind of knock some of them rocks down just a little bit. Alrighty, so we'll do that and then we'll get ready to screed this thing. Okay guys, with our board here, and I actually wet it down. I washed a little bit of mortar off of it a while ago and got it nice and wet. And we're gonna start back here at the back again. And with a sawing motion, actually I already see I'm a little bit low over here in this corner. Hang on just a second. I was afraid of that. Let me just get a little bit of mortar here. I'm just going to throw a little dab right back in here. Still got the camera rolling?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. That's how we do a little repair, guys. If you have a little low spot while you leave yourself just a little bit still in your wheelbarrow, and you got a little bit there to fill in some low spots. So now we're just going to take our little board here, and we're just going to keep screeding this away, and anything excess will actually run into the little ditch around our form here, and that's okay too. So we're just going to keep on doing this all the way down. Almost done, guys. We go. Hey. It's looking more and more like a concrete pad now, folks. Now I may actually run this thing across there. I'm gonna go rinse it off, and we may actually run it across there one more time since we got all the bulk out of there. Okay friends, hey, about 10 minutes went by. What we're going to do now is take our little edging tool and we're going to go around this slab just to kind of put a little nose, a little rounded nose on this slab before it sets up too much more. So we'll keep working with this and show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, now that we've got down that one side, we want to round this corner here and take off and head this away. I found that sometimes there's rocks in your way, okay? So if you just hold it up at an edge like that right there, and we'll make like the first pass to kind of make sure the rocks get out of our way. And then we'll go with another pass and it'll actually make it look a little nicer. But now we've got one little pass there made, okay? But you still see it still looks kind of, don't look that great. So now we can lay the whole thing flat and kind of come in here and shape it. And you can go back that way if you need to, okay? Going back and forth. There's no law that says you can't go backwards if you need to. You can go as many times as you need to shape it. Okay folks, hey, I've let it probably about, I don't know what, 45 minutes or so go by. And since we come out here and ran the edger around. And now I'm just gonna take this float here, and if there's any like little spots here that look like they're a little higher or whatever, we just wanna kind of knock them down, just kind of level things out. So we are going to just start up here. Just kind of work our way down. And we'll float that way and come back this way and try to make it just go into nothing. We'll come right over here, we'll grab it here and kind of do the same thing. This is not going to be the final finish that's on this. We don't care if it's perfectly smooth. We just want it to be somewhat smooth because we're going to go back and do like a broom finish on it. And I'll show you what that is here in just a second. But we'll have to wait a good while before we do that. Okay folks, hey, we're almost finished here. I've got my broom here. We're going to put a broom finish on this thing. It's been about an hour or maybe even a little longer since we actually finished up pouring the concrete. Bring the camera on down. I took the water hose and just kind of dampened this a little bit. I'm just going to start back here at the back. You can use like a shop broom if you want to. But I actually have a little bit more control with this one. And I'm just going to do a little broom finish all the way down, going in the same direction, both sides. And that'll kind of be the little final finish on it, and it'll have a little bit of grip to it in case you walk out here one day and it's raining and it's really slippery. If it was a slick finish, you might fall and bust your butt. Guys, that's about all we're going to do to it right there. So we're finished with this. We're going to let it set up for several days before we try to pull our form off of there. And then we'll finish moving our dirt in and filling in all around it and put a little bit of mulch down. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by and checking out our video today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.